If you are watching this video now, you are not here by chance. There is a reason you have been guided to this place and time, and there is a message that is meant specifically for you. Take a deep breath and allow your heart and mind to open wide. Give yourself permission to receive the truth that awaits you, for this message holds the power to lead you toward a life-changing realization. The title of this video is "This is Biggest Secret About Your Enemy, They Will." And within these words lies a profound secret that can alter your understanding of conflict, pain, and the purpose behind the struggles you have been facing. Trust that you are here at this moment because a divine force wants you to discover the hidden message that will free you from anger and frustration. God is speaking to you today, my child, and bringing forth a message about someone you might consider your enemy. Perhaps you have noticed that this person's actions have troubled you, caused you deep anguish, or made you question your ability to remain calm and compassionate. You may feel that their presence has placed obstacles on your path or stirred up emotions you had long kept buried. But now, it is time to see them from another angle, to look beyond the surface and uncover the truth of who they really are. There is a secret I want to share with you, one that has the power to change how you relate not just to this person, but to the entire concept of enemies. God is saying that this individual, the one you call your enemy, may not be who they seem to be. It may appear as though they are out to harm you or bring negativity into your life. Yet there is a deeper truth hidden beneath their words, behaviors, and actions. They, too, are a soul on a journey. They, too, carry wounds, pain, and regrets. They have struggles and sorrows that might not be visible on the outside. Sometimes, the hurt they cause you is simply a reflection of the hurt within them. The secret that I bring to you today, my child, is that your enemy is a mirror, reflecting back the parts of yourself that need to be healed and transformed. When you observe your enemy's actions, you may notice that certain behaviors trigger strong responses within you. Those responses might be anger, frustration, sadness, or even fear. These emotions are not random. They come forth because the actions of your enemy highlight areas in your own heart that still carry pain or unresolved feelings. If you look closely, you may see that what frustrates you most about them is something you too have experienced or might even harbor in a different way. It is not always easy to admit that we share traits with the very individuals who upset us. Yet in these reflections lie opportunities for profound healing. God is saying to you, my child, that as you recognize your enemy's role as a mirror, you unlock a path toward inner growth. Instead of viewing them as an adversary who wishes you harm, you can begin to see them as an unexpected teacher. They are teachers in the sense that they show you what you still need to release. They point out where you still carry resentment. They highlight the presence of old wounds that remain unhealed. Perhaps you feel deeply hurt by their words because you have long-standing insecurities about your worth. Perhaps you bristle at their criticism because deep down, you fear that their words might contain some truth. Or perhaps you resent their presence because you have yet to forgive someone from your past who acted in a similar way. When you realize that their behavior is shining a light on these hidden aspects within you, you can turn inward and begin your own healing process. God asks you today to release your anger and frustration toward this enemy so that you may find true freedom. It might feel unnatural at first. You may wonder, why should I let go of my anger if they have caused me so much hurt? But remember, my child, anger and frustration take root inside you, and they become burdens you carry day after day. When you cling to these negative emotions, you give them more power over your life. By letting them go, you set yourself free from the chains of bitterness and pain. You also give your enemy no further influence over your happiness. In that liberation, you find lightness of spirit and clarity of mind. Allow compassion and understanding to flow through you. Compassion does not mean you approve of their harmful actions, nor does it mean you have to accept bad behavior into your life without boundaries. Instead, it means recognizing that this person, just like you, is walking a path filled with challenges. They, too, face obstacles that may have shaped them in ways you cannot see. They might be dealing with fears or traumas from long ago. They might be stuck in patterns that bring them no joy. By viewing them with compassion, you detach from hate and judgment and lean into love and empathy. Sometimes, my child, you might feel that showing compassion is a sign of weakness. Yet, true compassion is a sign of tremendous strength. It takes courage to respond to hurt with kindness. It requires grace to see beyond the surface and perceive another's suffering. When you let love into your heart, even when facing someone who seems to bring negativity your way, you tap into the most powerful force in the universe. There is nothing more transformative than love. It can dissolve resentment, heal old wounds, and guide you to a place of peace that anger can never give. God reminds you that you are never alone on this journey. Divine presence walks beside you every step of the way, and angels surround you with love, even when darkness seems close. In moments of doubt, remember that you are supported by a power far greater than any enemy could ever be. That same power resides within you, and it can move mountains when you call upon it with genuine faith. Choose to trust in this guidance, and let it lead you to a future free from the weight of bitterness. God is saying to you today, my child, that it is possible to approach every conflict with an open heart. When you find yourself confronted by your enemy's words or actions, pause and take a breath. Acknowledge the immediate rush of emotion, but do not allow it to define your response. Turn inward and ask yourself what aspect of your own being is being revealed. Are you reminded of a past hurt? Are you seeing a pattern that repeats itself, telling you it is time to heal that aspect of your life? By asking these questions, you shift your attention from blaming the other person to understanding what lies within. You might discover that your pain runs deeper than you realized. This is okay. Healing involves bringing hidden hurts to the surface so that they can be tended to with love and compassion. Your enemy's role in this process is to act as a catalyst, prompting you to face parts of your soul that you might have ignored. Instead of merely fighting back or seeking revenge, you can choose a different path, one that leads to peace and freedom from old burdens. God wants you to remember that you are capable of this higher perspective because you carry divine light within you. This light is stronger than any negativity you may encounter. It is the essence of who you are, crafted by the Creator to shine brightly. Any darkness that you face from your enemy can only magnify your light if you allow yourself to respond with love. Love is not a weakness, it is your true nature. It can penetrate any negativity and bring forth transformation. As you continue to let go of anger, frustration, and resentment, you will notice changes within yourself. You may become calmer, more centered, and less reactive. You might observe that your thoughts shift from dwelling on what your enemy is doing wrong to reflecting on how you can stay aligned with compassion. You may notice a growing sense of freedom, as though a heavy weight has been lifted from your shoulders. At times, your enemy's actions might still frustrate you, but you will find you have more control over how you respond. No longer do you feel compelled to meet aggression with aggression. Instead, you sense the power of choice, the power to see your enemy with eyes of understanding. By walking this path, you also grant your enemy the possibility of their own healing. When someone is met with compassion instead of hostility, they may feel a shift in themselves. Your ability to remain loving can act as a gentle invitation for them to question their own actions. Whether they change or not is not within your control, but your example can plant the seeds for their transformation. Even if they do not change, you still rise above the situation by choosing love. You no longer let their negativity bind you or define you. God is saying that if you continue to hold on to anger and resentment, you risk living a life overshadowed by bitterness. Bitterness not only harms your emotional well-being, but can also impact your physical and spiritual health. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of pain, preventing you from moving forward and experiencing the fullness of life that is your birthright. By releasing your anger toward your enemy, you step onto a path of greater personal liberation. You pave the way for blessings to flow more freely into your life. You make space for positive relationships, joyful experiences, and inner harmony. God reminds you of the power of affirmations. When you wake up each day, speak words of truth and strength. Remind yourself that you are capable of seeing with eyes of love. Affirm that you choose to let go of resentment and step into forgiveness. By voicing these intentions, you align your mind and heart with the divine will that constantly supports your growth. You develop the habit of noticing when anger arises, and you learn to gently shift into a more compassionate mindset. Practice this daily, and watch how it transforms your thoughts and emotions. Embracing love does not mean becoming a passive bystander in situations of harm. It does not mean allowing yourself to be mistreated or ignoring necessary boundaries. It means you respond to difficulties with clarity, grace, and a willingness to see the bigger picture. You can remove yourself from harmful situations while still recognizing the shared humanity in the person who has hurt you. You can stand up for yourself with courage and respect. Love is not passive, it is active, resilient, and centered in truth. God wants you to trust in the divine plan for your life. Even conflicts can serve a higher purpose if you learn the lessons they bring. Everything happens for a reason, and every encounter can lead you closer to becoming the person you were created to be. Your enemy may have come into your life to help you strengthen your capacity for compassion or to guide you toward recognizing a pattern in yourself that needs healing. Look for the gift in every challenge, for there is always something deeper to be gained if you keep your heart open. Remember that you are constantly guided toward the path of light and love. In those moments when you feel alone or overwhelmed by the negativity of others, call upon divine presence. Say a simple prayer in your heart, asking for the strength to keep your mind fixed on love. Visualize light surrounding you, protecting you, and filling your entire being. Know that this light is ever present and cannot be extinguished by darkness. It is your inheritance as a precious child of the divine. I invite you now to repeat a simple affirmation to anchor this message in your heart. Say, I am able to release my anger and frustration toward my enemy. I choose to see them with compassion and understanding. I recognize that they reflect the parts of me that need healing. I trust in the divine plan for my life and know that everything happens for a reason. I free myself from negative thoughts and beliefs. I embrace the power of love and forgiveness, and I move forward with an open heart and mind. I am guided toward the path of light and love, and so it is. Feel these words sinking into your heart. Let their energy flow through your entire being. Notice if tears come or if a sense of relief arises. Welcome all your reactions, for they signify the power of healing at work. Trust that these words, repeated with sincerity and faith, have the capacity to reshape your outlook. If you feel ready to step into a world of limitless possibility, speak it out loud. Share it with yourself in the mirror. Declare your willingness to see your enemy with new eyes. Allow compassion to fill your heart until there is no room for hate. If you feel inclined, comment 1010 if you believe in this message. By doing so, you are affirming your agreement with the power of love and reflection. You are signaling to the divine that you are ready to release the burdens of resentment. You can subscribe or share if you feel guided, thereby sharing hope with others who need the same message of healing and transformation. Know that in turning toward love and compassion, you align yourself with the highest energy in the universe. This energy ushers in blessings, guides you to new opportunities, and connects you with like-minded souls who support your growth. As you embrace this truth, watch how your life begins to shift. Notice how old patterns of defensiveness and anger begin to soften. Pay attention to moments where you might have once responded with hostility, but now find yourself reaching for understanding. This is the secret about your enemy. They have come into your life to show you a mirror of your own hidden wounds, and in doing so, they offer you the chance to heal and ascend to a higher level of spiritual consciousness. By recognizing them as a mirror, you take ownership of your reactions and step into the empowered role of a creator of your own experiences. Through love, you transmute negativity into wisdom and compassion. God is always with you, my child, surrounding you with eternal support and guidance. Whenever you feel your resolve falter, Remember that you do not walk this path alone. Angels stand ready to lift you up in prayer, and divine energy pours forth to sustain your spirit. This journey may take time, and you may face setbacks along the way, but each step forward brings more light into your life. Each moment of choosing understanding over condemnation opens the door to healing for yourself and possibly even for the one you consider your enemy. Today is a perfect moment to affirm your readiness for change. Today is a beautiful time to plant seeds of forgiveness and water them with kindness and patience. Over time, these seeds will bear fruit in your life, bringing you peace and attracting the blessings meant for you. One day, you may even realize that the individual who once caused you so much pain was also a gift in disguise. Through them, you learn to love more deeply, to understand more fully, and to heal more completely. Take comfort in knowing that you are divinely guided and infinitely loved. Embrace love as the shield that guards your heart from bitterness and anger. Embrace compassion as the lens through which you see the humanity of others. And most importantly, embrace your own divine nature, for within you lies the power to transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth. When you feel ready, share this message with someone who might need it. Spread the wisdom of seeing enemies as mirrors and watch how it sparks reflection in others. Encourage them to face their own struggles with compassion, so that together, we bring more love into the world. Comment 888 if you are open to receiving abundance in all areas of your life. This small act of affirmation can be the spark that ignites positive change within you and ripples outward to touch other hearts. God is saying to you today, my child, release your anger. Let go of the frustration. Allow love to guide your thoughts and shape your actions. In doing so, you step onto the path of liberation, and you discover the boundless possibility of a life lived in harmony with the divine. You are here for a purpose, and your enemy has played a role in revealing the parts of you that need attention and compassion. Answer this calling with courage, and you will awaken to a world where peace and understanding rule your life. In that realm, you will discover that what once seemed like the biggest obstacle was actually a doorway to the truest expression of your soul. May this message bless you and lead you onward, today and always.